Yo, what's up guys? Teacher Paul here, and today we have a coffee request. If you want to request a video, click over here or go over to Buy Me a Coffee. The link is in the description. And guys, thank you so much for your support. Today's video comes from Nicole, and Nicole says, Reba McEntire, same age categories as Dolly Parton with Fancy. Okay, so I was excited when I saw this request because it's Reba, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't know Reba's music, but I do know Reba because I used to watch her sitcom called Reba, same name. That's the only place I know her from. And is it The Voice that she's a judge on? Reba judge. Like, where is she? Oh, where is she? Is it The Voice? Or is it... I think it's The Voice, right? Or no? She's a coach on The Voice, right? Anyways, but I can't say I know her music. So thank you, Nicole, for putting me on Reba, and let's check this out. First time listening to this, don't forget to like and subscribe. Fancy. Or maybe I do know her and I didn't know this song was hers. I don't know. I'll let you know in the middle of the video. Let's go, Reba.
I just can't believe it. I mean, Fancy Ray Baker riding in my cab. It's some kind of weather we haven't any fancy. I'll tell you what, I've seen every movie you've ever made, and my wife Louise, she's got every record you ever made.
She's playing
Fancy
a famous
Ray
person.
Baker, my goodness. You know, I really didn't know you was from this area. But I'll tell you what, I think...
Reba and Dolly, have they ever sung together?
But you just passing through, you're going to stay for a while.
Sorry, what'd you say?
I said, are you
that's
just
so
passing
sad,
through, you're going to stay for a while?
I didn't hear about that.
No, I'm just passing through.
Louise is not gonna believe this.
R.I.P.
Fancy Ray Baker in
My condolences to Dolly.
No, you might want me to wait. This ain't necessarily the best neighborhood.
No, I'll be a while.
Oh, well, that's no problem. I won't even keep the meter running.
Okay, thanks.
He's a really big fan. So this is where she grew up. Is this a true story? Or is it a made-up story?
Well, I remember it all very well. Looking back, it was the summer I turned 18. We lived in a one-room run-down shack on the outskirts of New Orleans. We didn't have money for food or rent, to say the least. We were hard-pressed. Then Mama spent every last penny we had to buy me a dancing dress. Well, Mama washed and combed and curled my hair, and then she painted my eyes and lips. Then I stepped into a satin dancing dress. I had a split from the side, clean up to my hip. It was red velvet trimming and it fit me good. Standing back from the looking glass, there stood a woman where a half-grown kid had stood. She said, here's your one chance, Fancy, don't let me down. She said, here's your one chance, Fancy, don't let me down. Mama died a little bit of perfume on my neck, then she kissed my cheek. And then I saw the tears welling up in her troubled eyes as she started to speak. She looked at a pitiful shack and then she looked at me and took a ragged breath. She said, your paws runned off and I'm real sick and the baby's gonna starve to death. She handed me a heart-shaped locket that said, to thine own self be true. And I shivered as I watched a roach crawl across the toe of my high-heel shoe. It sounded like somebody else who was talking, asking, Mama, what do I do? She said, just be nice to the gentleman, Fancy. They'll be nice to you. She said,
wow.
here's your one chance, Fancy, don't let me down. Here's your one chance, Fancy, don't let me down.
Her own mother.
Forgive me for what I do, but if you won't have it, it's up to you. Now don't let me down. Now your mama's gonna move you uptown.
Wow.
Well, that was the last time.
Okay, I'm pausing here. We always pause halfway through to talk about this. So in the beginning, I asked if it was a true story about Reba's life, but right now, I don't think that's the case. Nicole says, I think this is true for some girls at the time. and definitely is, you know, arranged marriage and stuff like that used to be very, very, very common in the past. But I love Reba's voice. I don't know, she obviously, like, as I said, the first time I saw Reba was in a sitcom, and then I saw her in The Voice. So I just assumed she had a great voice, but this is actually the first time I'm listening to her sing, except for I think that one time she sang with Snoop Dogg, if I remember correctly, where the coaches sang together. But yeah, what a great voice. Wow. Such a legend.
Well, that was the last time I saw my mom and I left that rickety shack. The welfare people came and took the baby, mama died and I ain't been back. But the wheels of fate had started to turn, and for me there was no way out. It wasn't very long till I knew exactly what my mama been talking about. I knew what I had to do when I made myself this solemn vow. I was gonna be a lady someday, though I didn't know when or how. But I couldn't see spending the rest of my life with my head hung down in shame. You know, I might have been born just plain white trash, but Fancy was my name. She said, here's your one chance, Fancy, don't let me down. She said, here's your one chance, Fancy, don't let me down. What long after a benevolent man took me in off the streets. 1 week later I was pouring his tea in a 5-room hotel suite. I charmed a king, a congressman, and an occasional aristocrat. And then I got me a Georgia mansion in an elegant New York townhouse flat, and I ain't been mad. Now in this world there's a lot of self-righteous hypocrites that call me bad and criticize mama.
She found it. Her mother kept it this whole time.
But though I ain't had to worry about nothing from now on 15 years, well, I can still hear the desperation in my poor mama's voice ringing in my ears. Here's your one chance, Fancy, don't let me down.
Aww.
Oh, here's your one chance, Fancy, don't let me down. Lord, forgive me for what I do, but if you won't have what it's up to you,
Wow.
don't let me down, hon, your mama's gonna move you uptown.
Okay, Mama. I understand.
Wow. I mean, her mother wanted what was best for her. Fancy Ray Baker. Oh, she bought the place. Home for Runaways. Wow. Wow. Yeah, so I don't know if I can call it bittersweet, but it's something that her mom thought was best for her. And it feels like Reba, well, not Reba, Fancy. Feels like Fancy grew up with the idea that she wanted to help people afterwards. So she's building a home for runaways. And yeah, I don't know exactly what the story is behind the, you know, the expression runaway, but I can take a guess here. Her mom was so poor and her daddy left, so she did not have much choice, I think. That's what Nicole says. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like she thought this is best for my child, even though it had to separate them. I'm going to move my child uptown. That's what she said in the song. So it is a hard situation. You're kind of stuck with thinking, I want the best for my child, but I don't want to lose my child. I don't want my child to lose me, but you know, as long as I think the thing is as long as it actually works out at the end, you know, otherwise it's just I don't know what I would have done in that situation. That's basically what I'm at right now. And it's a situation that is so far-fetched. But hey, Fancy went back, still remembered. Her mother kept her necklace, so you could see her mother did what she thought was best, and there wasn't any malintent or ill intent here. It wasn't for her personal gain. It was for the future of her daughter. So dang, that's a tough topic, isn't it? I think that happened a lot in the 50s and 60s. Well, it talks about Fancy selling herself to all kind of rich men. Yeah, no, I understand that. I'm more trying to kind of like understand if her mother did the right thing or not. Oh man, it's hard, isn't it? But anyways, let's continue this conversation in the comments down below. In regards to the song, I think it was brilliantly written. You know, Reba has a great voice, a great performance here, and she's a great actress too. You can see in this music video, man. But it's a song. You know the song is good and the lyrics are good when it makes you think, ponder, and kind of put yourself in those shoes and try to figure out like, dang, it was tough. And I hope these things don't happen nowadays. You know, even if it's obviously like it would be extremely illegal, but I hope it doesn't happen like in remote places. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and if you want to show me your favorite songs, just like Nicole did, go over to Buy Me a Coffee, click over here or click over here, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.